Well, great morning. This morning on the net, I came across this thing and I decided to look at it. It's about this airline that's called Janet, and it goes to Las Vegas, not really a regular airlines. It goes to Area 51, okay? It takes all these workers in and then takes them out every day. Now, it's interesting because I'm listening to this. I'm 5 minutes into a 12-minute thing, and the guy is saying every time this airline gets into Area 51 area, it goes off the charts. You can't find it, okay? It's hidden. So I wanted to pull cards just to see what it says here. And for the very short read, what we have is because they're working on things there, okay? And they want to keep it above it, mentally shut down. It's on the QT, what's going on for the long term in Area 51. Now, what's interesting, it's friendship. You're not going to believe this. Friendship with the stars. Okay, so some type of a thing, friendship with alien beings. Friendship with the stars. That's like, okay, interesting. So what we had as well with this, it's extreme happenings, a lot of drama about control and caution. You know, nobody can know what's going on in Area 51. You have to have a very, very high security classification to get in there. Now, I can get on any base, in military base in the U.S., except I would not be able to get into Area 51. Any military base here, though, I have carte blanche to go on to any military base, use any of their facilities that I choose to use. But Area 51, if I tried to go in there, that would not happen. They would not allow me in. So underneath of it, we have, okay, what else we have with this is light. Light on what? Toxic things that they're doing that may be toxic. Okay, some things. We have that airlines, it's called Janet, okay? And the key is obstructing about going forward, about their transportation, okay? So they hide all the information that they can about this airline and people going in and out of Area 51. So I thought that's interesting. Now, I think we're just going to pull some tarot. A 15-card tarot. And let's see, what can you tell us about this? What's going on with these people being shuttled into Area 51? But I thought that was so interesting with the short read, Friends to the Stars. Okay, so they got... You can't make this up. Okay, so let's see what we have going into it. This is going to be interesting. So going into it, okay, we have the Chariot. Now I think this Chariot is interesting because the canopy is what? Stars. Okay. So let's see what we have above it. Mentally tied up. Okay, they're not letting any information going on about their star programs, what have you, because of judgment, okay? They keep it on the QT, mentally shut down. We're not giving out any information anywhere. Now, they've had these programs going for many, many years. Don't forget Roswell. And they've had secret programs going for quite some time. Next, what we have now is light, the light being shed. So far out of 4 cards, we have 3 major arcana. Okay? It's about moving forward, the Chariot. It's about judgment and what's being resurrected, judgment and light, and the choices made. I kid you not. The choices that are being made. This is crazy. 5 major arcana out of 6 cards now. This can be sometimes sacrifice, something being hung up, also seeing from a different viewpoint. So I would say this is judgment based on a different viewpoint. Information about what's going on, who's coming, who's going, etc. Okay, at the center of it, we have, and I think on this, sometimes this has to do with psychic, it has to do, I think, with darker operations. It doesn't want people to know what's going on there, the hidden things. It's nighttime, again, the stars, the hidden things. They want to keep things on the QT. They want to put out false information. Yeah, they want to have everything under control. They control whatever is getting out there to the public. Again, they are invested in a lot of things up in the air. I think that they are communicating with star beings on many, many different subjects that they don't want people to know about. The challenge is, again, it's about the fishtails. What's being put out there, what's not. It's about the abundance, an abundance of information that's beneficial and moving forward. So I think that whatever they are getting, a lot of information, and they don't want people to know what all they're engaging in. Okay? Clarification, trying to temper it, not letting this stuff get out. The balance, it's a burden, okay? It's a burden, and again, holding on to power. Now, the woman I see here, I see it as U.S., the U.S. government holding on to that power. Again, what gets put forward, what doesn't. Underneath of it, we have government, okay? The higher's up. Also, maybe sometimes the president may know something, may not. But this is being held very tightly when it comes to what's given out. Now, I don't know if it's if the uber right has something to do with it, okay? Or if it's just very close-knit that's happening. The secrets they think would be explosive, okay, if it got out. This would be a tower moment because, a lot of people are in fear mode, okay? So they want to keep everything on the QT. So let's go through this again. Read all our major arcana first. Government, secrets that are explosive, okay? And I wonder if it would be explosive to the uber right because they are holding this information close. I don't even know if the president is apprised of this, okay? The president may not even have enough of a clearance to see what's going on there. Maybe some presidents would be apprised, but I think ones like 45, they would keep that so far away from him, okay? I don't think they would ever give him clearance to know what's going on that program, okay? So maybe some presidents know and some presidents don't. So again, going into it, we have the STAR program, the ships, the transportation, judgment about transportation, the path they've chosen, the choices they made when it comes to shedding light and it comes to seeing from a different view. Some things may be sacrificed along the way as well. And we have a lot of disinformation that will be put out because they want to temper things when it comes to the American public. They're juggling this because they don't want any of this to get out, okay, when it comes to the public knowing anything about these programs and what they are working with these alien beings. Now, again, the challenge is the benefit of it, okay? What they're getting from it. We have a lot of things up in the air. It could be they're getting information on a lot of different levels, and so they don't want people to know, so they put out misinformation, spin. We have, again, mentally tying it up. They don't want any of this to get out. They are in massive control when it comes to whatever is going forward, because this would be a major burden to the American public. So they are really withholding any information about what's actually going on with these STAR programs in Area 51. So, yeah, I'm not surprised that they've got something going. Yeah, they're juggling this information and stuff that they're getting when it comes to STAR programs, okay? Now, I don't think this has to do with the narcissist. In this case, I think it's alien beings and how they're going to use this stuff going forward, that they see it as beneficial in some way, shape, or form. Okay, I wanted to know, what I asked is, what are the aliens getting out of this? Okay, well, going into it, they see this potential implosion of things and judging, and so trying to keep stuff in balance, okay? So I think they're aiding in not having a tower moment, okay? So trying to keep us in some sort of balance. I wanted to know if this will ever be revealed. Well, going into it, of course, we have those in the mental spin of the nightmare, Okay, too much for people to handle, the judgment. And what we have, the merchant, how the government has been dealing with this for so long, and what they're getting out of it. The wish fulfilling card, the desires, so yeah. I'm trying to sit and think if there's another question to ask on this. I wanted to know about global warming. Underneath of it, we have this nightmare scenario and some hidden things. A lot of mental distress about it, and strong attitude or strong mentality coming in, trying to repress some of this with the star people. So it looks like they may be trying to intercede with it. We have the hidden things, okay? And then we have, going into it again, judgment about a potential victory with the difficulties that people are going through now. Man, it's, I swear. I wanted to know if the aliens, if they can stave off this global warming, and we have, going into it, the burden of, yet again, judgment that, I swear I am shuffling the deck, judgment for the long term. There is a burden. Now I think that this can affect not only this planet, but can affect other areas as well. There's a bit of being tied up when it comes to coming together to heal, to work on things, and holding on to the action when it comes to new actions to end it. It's a nightmare scenario. So it's looking like underneath of it, we have endings, and we have, going into it, judgment. It doesn't look like they have the ability to change the weather scenario, and they have some concern about it. But they don't have the ability to change the global warming. Oh, I've got a question. I want to know if they're working on technology for energy systems. Are they working on technology with it? There is mental difficulty handling some things, okay, for the people. Underneath of it, we have this. Now this could be on the journey, a lot of things up in the air, but we've got some restrictions mentally when it comes to this balance and strength of hidden things, the difficulties that we're dealing with. I want to pull some cards above this and get some more clarification with this reading. Are these things being handed to Repugly Uglies? Let's see what we have. For the difficult mentality, it's trying to repress that. Because so many things are up in the air when it comes to giving this out. There's the burden. Of abuse. That's what I was getting in my head too. That some of the technology, they don't want to give it out because it could be abused, okay? And it could probably lead to our destruction. Yeah, the nightmare scenario when it comes to what? The Uber right. Okay. And the fishtails, the lies, the spin, the new action. Yeah. Of difficulties and hidden stuff. Strong. Not being tempered. So I think that they are worried that this, they have technology, but they're not giving it out because it could be misused to our destruction by what? Okay. So, that's unfortunate that we have those on this planet that would use it for nefarious means, and it would lead to the destruction of probably most of humanity. So it looks like they have that technology, but they are worried about the Uber right, okay? Abusing it. Okay, I guess that's all I'm supposed to say. Because I'm getting all of a sudden this ringing that just come in. Ring. It's like high pitch. So I guess I'm not supposed to say any more on that subject. But you don't want to give big technology. It's like you're not going to give guns to little bitty children, although they're getting hands on it, because they don't understand the destruction they cause, okay? So we're not advanced enough is what they're feeling. Most of humanity and the people they're dealing with there are not advanced enough to hold on to this technology in a beneficial way. So I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to go watch the rest of this and see what's coming out with it. I'll put the link to this in the description if you are interested. So thanks for tuning in. I think that was kind of an interesting reading, what was coming out. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you online.